Hello everybody, this is Apex Predator, and welcome to the video. I hope everyone's having a great day today. I'm definitely having a great day today. But anyway, this is What If Deku was Bill Ciphers' son, and we ended off with the, the end of the week break after the USJ, so he's going back to school. So Deku has a slightly better grasp on clairvoyance, which is basically Night Eye's quirk, but like better, like not locked onto one person, but everything. But anyway, let's get on to the video. As Deku says goodbye to Bull and Enko, he gets out the house and starts to actually run to school instead of flying or teleporting, because he wants to try and build up some more stamina, you could say. Getting used to using your body more and more. Because for Izuku, he's more of like a physical fighter than using his telekinesis to move things around. But he can still do that. He's been training a lot with that. But he likes to use his body more. Okay, so once he gets to UA, he sees Bakugo walking in, and he just teleports his clothes off and goes into his armor, as well as going invisible, so he just passes Bakugo without him noticing, so he doesn't have to talk to Bakugo. Burpees. Yay. But anyway, so he gets back to class, he uncloaks, unarmors, and puts his clothes back on. Which sounds kind of weird, but if you get what I'm saying, then yeah. So he gets into class and is just waiting for the others to arrive, as it is like, where did he come from? As he is always the first one there, and Momo is just talking to Todoroki at the back, so they didn't necessarily notice him. As everyone gets into class, and Aizawa comes in and is like, shut up everyone, it's time that we talk about the UA Sports Festival. Because of this villain attack, the principal Nezu has come up with a decision to carry on with the sports festival to show the citizens and to slightly repair the Hero Society. But anyway, let's get on with the lesson. Well, you guys will be training for the next 2 weeks, but you will still have to come in and do your normal classes. Just most of your classes with me and All Might will be purely training. So get ready, guys. There's a lot of hell you guys are gonna have to get through. As Deku in his mind is like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if my training counts as hell, because I always push myself to nearly giving up, to be honest. I've pushed myself quite a lot, actually. as literally the training he does is 3 times worse than Aizawa's training, so he doesn't necessarily know. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, so when they carry on with that day, and 2 weeks go by, I still don't know who's gonna be the ship, but I'm just gonna decide now. And to be honest, my favorite character is Mina. I love her. She's alien queen, best girl. I just like her. She's a cool person. But anyway, so that's gonna be the ship Deku X Mina. So we cut to 3 days after coming back to school. Mina has, well, things have, like, everyone's talking to each other, getting to know each other. Todoroki's still being antisocial as all hell. But anyway, Mina walks up to Deku and, hey, so what you doing this weekend? It's like, nothing special, just some extra training. As Mina's like, okay. But after training, do you wanna... As she pauses for a moment, as Deku accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally uses clairvoyance, and he's like, of course I'd love to go on a date with you. As Mina's face becomes a lot more of a reddish color. As she's like, how did you know? As she covers her face in embarrassment. It's like, well, I've been working on clairvoyance, which is future sight, or I can see slightly into the future. So I think I accidentally used it. I'm sorry. It's like, but of course I'll go on a date with you. I like you, Mina. You have a good personality. And plus, you're one of the most popular people here. Who wouldn't want to go on a date with you? As she just plays along, it's like, oh, stop. You're flattering me. As she holds it the side of her chin. Well, cheek slash chin or jaw. As she just rests her heads on it, being slightly dramatic. Oh, stop. You're embarrassing me or flattering me. Whichever you prefer. So, Deku and Mina do 2 days. No, so they were on. They got back 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 2 more days of training, and once Saturday was up, they meet up at a park, random park, and they go to the shops. They get to know each other, and at the end of the day, Mina says that her parents have gone out on a date, as she had gotten a text. As Doug is like, oh, so are you gonna go home to an empty house and stay there, or do you wanna come to my place and meet my family? As Deku doesn't really, like, he has confidence, but he hesitantly thought about even thinking of it. But once he's like, okay, I'll just say it, it just flowed out of his mouth like, no problem. And Mina just blushing a little bit. Is like, wow, you really want to take it that far? As she's trying to tease him about being so confident. As Deku blushes and covers his face a little bit. It's like, yeah, definitely. Just please don't tease me like that. It took a lot out of me just to even think about it, okay, Mina? as Mina starts giggling a little bit, and they have a little laughing moment. As the end of their date rolls up, Deku brings Mina to his house, and Deku knocks on the door as Enko comes up and opens the door. Is like, "Hello, who is? Oh, Izuku, it's you." And ooh, is this a girl? As Izuku's like, Mom, calm down. We were just on a date. Okay. Him saying the trigger word, date, as she fangirls or like, my OTP type fangirling, but not actually OTP. More like proud mother OTP. Like 2 seconds of seeing the OTP and it's already OTP. But anyway, if you know what OTP is, I wouldn't know how to put this for you. Like someone's favorite ship that they want to be together. Okay, whatever. As she stops geeking out and calms down, is like, come in. Izuku, your father is in the bathroom, so he's not working right now. It's like, oh, okay, Mom. As Deku brings Mina into the house and they sit at the dinner table, as Bill Cipher, not expecting this, he comes to a dining table where there's Enko, Izuku, and some random girl that is pink. And he's like, what's going on here? As Enko says, oh, nothing, just Izuku bringing home a girlfriend. As the couple blushes and looks away from each other, as Bill Ciphers like, oh, so you must be the girl that Izuku went on a date with. As they blush, hiccup, hiccup and a burp, I guess. They blush a deeper red, basically, and they carry on with the night. They get to meet and talk and get to know Mina, and Mina gets to know them and Izuku a lot better. At this point, Deku has pulled up a futon in his bedroom as he prepares his bed for Mina and the futon for him. As Mina's like, are you sure you don't want to stay in the bed? I can sleep on the futon. Well, it's either I sleep on the futon or we sleep together in my bed. As she blushes a little bit, is like, okay, first date, let's not do that yet. As she thinks about it, is like, oh my god, I just said yet. Well, yeah. As Deku thinks, like, yet? It's like, well, I guess it's only the first date, Mina. But yeah, let's try not to think about our relationship going that far yet. As he exclaims the yet, as she blushes a little bit more, as he's trying to tease her a little bit with him being also embarrassed. As they fall asleep, the next day they wake up and nothing bad happens. I know I got you there with the suspense there, didn't I? They both wake up. Deku goes to the bathroom. He changes from his pajamas to casual wear as Mina changes in Deku's room. As Deku knocks on the door and Mina opens it, is like, yeah, I'm done. As he says, good. As they both go to the dining room to where Enko is already making breakfast and Bill Cipher is already on the couch watching his domain. And they go out again. This time they are staying at Mina's house as their parents are... Anyway. Sorry about that. As I said, he was looking over his domain. As they have their breakfast and they go out for the day. They do a little bit of shopping as Izuku brought his pajamas to their house, as well as one of his uniforms from home. As they go to Mina's house, and basically the same thing happens, just with a little more embarrassment, and Deku and Mina having less of an awkward night and conversation at that night. And they both wake up. Izuku waking up first, so he goes to the bathroom and changes into his uniform. Mina changes into her uniform as she wakes up and goes to the dining room to get breakfast. As they finish their breakfast, Deku texts home saying that he's awake and going to school. As Bill Ciphers says, good, have a nice day at at school. As Deku sends a smiling emoji. Smiling, closed eyes emoji, if you get what I mean. Cars. At the end of this video, I will hate cars with the passion of 1,000 suns. Thank you. Sorry about that, everyone. Every car in our parking lot is being an asshole to me. So they head to UA, and Hagakure sees Mina and Deku walking with each other as she gossips with the other girls in Class 1A. They get to a class, and it has spread a little bit within the class of the girls. But now every girl in the class and some of the boys know about them potentially being a couple. As a few days go by and they're still getting more and more suspicious, as on Thursday at the training ground, Suyu, being her blunt, very, very blunt self, comes up to Deku and Mina as they're talking and asks the question that's been on everyone's mind. Hey, Mina, Izuku, well, Cipher, are you two dating? As everyone perks their ears, wanting to know as well. And it's like, well, we haven't made it official. Sorry, making sure I'm actually recording. But I guess you can say, yeah, as everyone's shouts and cheers like congrats, like, and Commodore and is like, darn it, you got one of the most popular girls in our class. Darn it, why is he so lucky? Ina, Ina. Anyway, Deku, well, that week passes, and the next week on Monday, as they get to school, they're getting ready for the sports festival. As we cut back to Sunday, where Izuku and Mina are walking around town, just talking, and they sit there, they're walking there in a little moment of silence, as Mina breaks the silence, is like, what are we? As Izuku says, well, I'd love to be your boyfriend. As Mina blushes, turns to him, and hugs him, but doesn't kiss him, not yet. They haven't gotten to that point yet. And so the rest of their date goes a little more lovey-dovey, as everyone has already known from seeing the previous what ifs I've done. I don't like the explaining lovey-dovey stuff, because if my parents or my friends ever heard this or subscribe to my channel, I will change my name and go to Mexico. That's how bad it is. I feel like it's one of the most heinous crimes to ever be committed. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. But yeah, I definitely don't want to be talking like I know what dating is like. I've obviously have dated someone before, but I'm single at the moment. Enough about me. No one wants to hear about a sad, depressed person in his tiny ass room making what ifs on his bed. Okay, so the rest of that day goes by. The next day is Monday, as uh, as they're going down the hall through the little passage to get to the arena for the beginning of the sports festival. Deku and Mina are just walking, and they both have this single thing in mind: I'm gonna kiss you type vibes, as they both turn to each other, as they stop, as everyone's walking by, as they just kiss each other, I guess. Yeah, they just kiss. And Hagakure just has this, like, I'm going to tease and milk this situation out of you for as long as I can. As Deku was using telepathy slightly uncontrollably, so he just wanted to make sure he's not doing anything wrong, so he was listening to Mina's thought process, as she, in her head, she's enjoying the kiss, and he just hears Hagakure's mind is like, I'm going to milk this moment for as long as I can, as they break the kiss, as he admits a dark presence aimed towards Hagakure, but no one else noticed, not even Mina, as Mina just shuts up inside of her head, is like, never mind. please don't kill me, Midoriya. No, Cypher. Sorry, I get confused because, yeah. Wow. So, they carry on walking and they get to the stage as Mina and Deku are holding hands, standing next to each other, as Deku is called up because he got the #1 spot score on the entrance exam, so he's the representative. I can't speak. Representative for Class 1A. As he comes up and he starts, as I'm gonna tell you. I hope everyone is going to have a wonderful show presented to you. I hope everyone participating in the UA Sports Festival will give it their all, because I definitely am. I just want to make sure one thing is that you come at me with everything you got. Because all I want for this festival is a good fight and a good show. And remember, guys, go plus ultra. Face palm, like mental face palm. Sorry, as he does the plus ultra, as everyone's cheering and saying plus ultra. As his speech is done, he goes back down, and Midnight explains that they're going to do an obstacle race at first to thin out the numbers to about 42 people, which is literally the amount that they need for everyone. Oof, 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 oof. Oh, sorry guys. But anyway, so as they're getting ready, Deku sees and looks towards Mina and uses telepathy to tell her, "Hey Mina, don't freak out. It's just me, Izuku, in your head." And she's like, "Yeah, I know, I know." So it's a bit too narrow. And I can feel the intention and the freezing sensation from Todoroki. He's gonna trap everyone inside the hallway. It's too small. Everyone's gonna be trapped and bumping around in there. So, do you need some help getting past, or do you want to try and get past on your own? It's like, yeah, can you give me a little bit of help? Because I don't think my quirk is quite suited for this type of situation. As Deku walks up to her and grabs her by the waist, as Midnight says go, as he jumps over the participants and through the entrance as he sets her down, and they start running as everyone is still in the passage, as Todoroki freezes it, as President Mike states that Izuku and Mina are outside already and are really good and are in first and second place, as Midoriya is flying, like he's not running, but he's using telekinesis to fly, I guess, while Mina's just using her quirk to slide around. As everyone comes on, everyone does the exact same. It's just that Midoriya and Mina are just further ahead, as all of the things are gonna stay the same. So, Midoriya flies and he's clairvoyant and sees a robot about to flank him. Well, yeah, technically flank him. And he dodges as it is a 1 point robot from the entrance exam. As he destroys that with a snap of his finger, he stops flying and armors himself up while making the UA gym uniform disappear. As he's fully armored up, he just dashes like a bulldozer, ramming through 2 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer. As he goes to the next part of the robots, which is quite a lot of 0-pointers, as he just jumps, he jumps over them, and he lands behind them as 0-pointer is trying to track him, and turns around as it turns around with its treads and tries to throw its hand to him, but he just uses Nova Flash and disintegrates, well, completely annihilates the entire thing, doing the exact same damage as he did in the entrance exam, as he collects the molten metal flying around in the air and he crashes it down onto the bottom of the treads. As President Mike states what happened, everyone is unbelievably shocked. Well, believably shocked. They're like, damn, that kid is strong. As other contestants like, thanks Cypher. He really did us one, hey? As he just looks behind him, gives him a thumbs up, as he had taken out one of the 0-pointers for them. As he carries on to the rope, and yeah, the giant ravine with the stone pillars and the ropes across. So he gets there, and he basically does an Iron Man, and well, basically, no, he doesn't do an Iron Man. He does a Goku, and he uses his unlimited energy and flies. And he's like, is this easier than telekinesis? As he quickly switches between the two, as he finds telekinesis a little bit harder. And from now on, he'll use his energy to push him around. When he's trying to go faster, he breaks the sound barrier and flies past the mines and crashes. Well, he goes through the thing, whatchamacallit, the hole, the exit or finish line. He goes straight past there into the arena and to the other side, crashing into the wall with his arms crossed in front of him like he braced for impact. As he just he basically morphs his arms into thinner and smaller arms so he can rip his arms out of the wall, and he changes his arms back, releasing his armored body and putting back his uniform on. As Aizawa is quite impressed as he heard the sonic boom that Izuku created. And Mike states that, damn, did you see that sonic boom, Aizawa? As Aizawa states, yes. As Mike replies with, damn, he must be a really strong student. What's his quirk? as Aizawa takes the narrative on the mic. His name is Izuku Cipher. He's top of the class. With his quirk Kinesis, the last update that we have gotten is matter manipulation, clairvoyance, cryo and pyrokinesis, telekinesis, telepathy, and basically body modification, which I'm pretty sure is just an advanced form of matter manipulation, which it is, basically, as that is why he was covered in armor just now. He morphed his skin and combined his hardened skin with metal, so he created armor. At the current time, we don't know how strong the armor is, but with the feats that we have seen it gone through, it can very well withstand 5 punches with 5 punches from All Might when he's using 100% of his power. But we don't know if he can go further, as he definitely can. We've just estimated. But there's no way you're ever getting past his armor. And plus, I'm not sure if you can even get to his armor. As Mike says, why do you say that? Because he has a force field around him that stops all attackers from even getting a meter close to him. Basically, he can control matter and basically air, so he creates a force field around him using air. He can activate it whenever he wants. It's not an actual standard thing with his quirk, but it's a thing that he can do with matter manipulation and telekinesis at the same time. He has an absurd amount of control with all of his powers, although clairvoyance seems a bit lacking, as he didn't have he didn't stop himself from crashing into the wall, as you could obviously see. As he stops his narrative, as Todoroki comes through the door, through the finish line, as well as Bakugo, as everyone that paused with as in canon, but Mina was just a little bit higher up in the race. As the rest of them, they are they're disqualified, and the ones that paused have a little bit of a break, as Midnight says break's over, and she spins the wheel, which chooses the next event, which would be a cavalry battle. As Deku runs up to Mina, is like, hey, you wanna join me? It's like, of course. You are my boyfriend after all. As Hagakure listens to this, and she's like, as she's like, I'm so milking this. Izuku, again, using telepathy, because he's kind of run a slight suspicion about Hagakure and her thoughts. It's like releasing more bloodlust or energy directed at Hagakure, and she just like, never mind. As Deku is chills out, and they pick up Mei and Tokuyami with who was with them? Tokuyami, yeah, Uraraka is basically replacing Mina with the Baku squad. Wait, no. Mina wasn't with the the Bakugo cavalry. So just wherever Mina was. I completely forgot where she was in the cavalry battle. Don't think they covered her. But anyway, so they carry on with the cavalry battle, going technically the same, just without Uraraka. Anyway, so once everyone gets basically the same things, except that Midoriya is first place, and they have their break and they go to the break rooms, and I'll be leaving it off there because I need to do like one trim of the video that shows someone texting me, well, Snapchatting me, sorry. Bye. Well, no, not bye yet. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone has had a wonderful experience listening to me explain my situation and environment, the rest of the video that you have watched. I hope you are safe. I hope no one has gotten COVID. I hope everyone is healthy, stay safe, don't get COVID, and have a wonderful day, night, or afternoon. Bye.